Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in to watch, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start out by filling in her brows. So I'm using the shade Dark Brown, and I mixed it a little bit with a darker shade which is called Ebony. And I'm just filling in her brows. I start by a line right underneath her brows and then just go from there and create the shape. I don't do anything too crazy, but I want to give my clients a really nice brow, but nothing dramatic, just more on the natural side. And then I go in with concealer and clean up any markings that I might have gone out of line or anything like that, and it makes the eyebrows look a lot more sharp. So I also use the concealer to prime the eyelid, and then I set it down with the powder just to make sure the eyeshadows go on perfectly. So for the first step for the eye look, I'm going in with the shade Tempura from the Modern Renaissance palette and putting that all over her eyelid just to give us a nice white base. At the very end I go back in with this shade, but I prefer to do, when it comes to like a white shade on the eyelid, I prefer to do it first. I don't know why, I just feel like it's easier. Next I go in with a light purple shade from the same palette. It's called, don't fight me on this, I don't know, it's like Buon Fresco. I'm white and I'm American, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a really nice light purple, and I just put that in the crease. I focus it right on the outside and then bring it in when there's not as much product left on the brush. Don't hate on my busted eyeshadow. I dropped it on the floor and it broke a couple weeks ago, but this is a nice dark purple. It's called Embark by MAC, and I really like it. I'm just keeping it right on the lower lash line. That's where I start. I don't know if you can tell. That's where I start doing it, and then I bring it up kind of in a V. That's why they call it the outer V of your eye, because of that shape that you're creating. So, and right here I'm going back in with that Buon Fresco shade just to blend everything out. So the third shade I'm going in with is, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll leave it in the description box below. It's just a nice purple. The eye look wasn't purple enough for me, so I just really wanted to purple it up. I don't know. So I would love to tell you what this eyeliner is called, but it has completely disappeared. I'm going to try to zoom into the clip where I show it to you, but all I know is that it's tattooed eyeliner or something. I don't even know, but it has disappeared. I feel like my dog ate it, but it's fine. It's whatever. I'm going to find it eventually. Right here I'm just putting on some false lashes. I used Ardell Demi Wispies, which I am in love with, actually. I don't like that the band is so thin, but I don't know. I think they're really flattering on everybody. It's not too dramatic, not too, but I'm really bad with my words. It just looks really great on the eyes. So right then I just put on some moisturizer, and then I used glitter, and I lost the footage of the glitter. I didn't realize that the camera turned off, and I'm really sorry about that, but I used silver glitter. That's about it. So now I'm using the Tarte Poreless primer because she told me that she was oily, and I just pressed that around the T-zone, especially around her nose. Next I'm going in for foundation with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC35, and I just dot that all over her face and then blend it in with a Real Technique sponge. Side by side, on every road we cross, but suddenly we are lost with you. For concealer, I'm using the same concealer I used to carve out the brows earlier. It's the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Light. I really love this concealer. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's great. I think it's almost better than a lot of high-end concealers. I think it's right on par with all of them. So I'm happy to get it at a better price than, what, like $20, $25? I can get it for $7 or $8. I think that's fantastic. So I highly recommend it. For the next step, I'm going to set under her eyes and the center of her face with the Airspun powder. You can get this at Walmart. It's really inexpensive, and I think it's great. I like it better than the Laura Mercier personally. It just works better on my skin, so I like to use it on my clients as well. Next, I'm just setting her whole face with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. That's about it. Self-explanatory. Now for bronzer, I'm using Benefit Hoola and just bronzing up her cheekbones, her temples, and right underneath her jawline. I love this little palette that they came out with. I think it's called the Cheek Parade. You get it for such a great price. I think it was only $54, and I think each one of those by themselves is like $25 or $30. So that is, you're getting like 3 of them for free, which is great. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then I'm using the blush in the palette. I can't remember what it's called, but you can see obviously what it looks like, and just putting that on her cheeks. For highlight, I'm using the Louminizer by the Balm and just putting that on her cheekbones, her cupid's bow, tip of her nose, and the bridge of her nose. I get compliments every single time I wear this highlighter. It can be blinding. You can build it up to be blinding. So if you're that kind of person, I would highly recommend this. Now I'm just using that light purple shade to smoke out her lower lash line. Are you serious? I can't. Oh, this is not good. If you ruin it, I swear. Next for lips, I mixed 2 shades together. I used Maybelline's Blissful Berry and Butter London's Ruby Murray. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and this tutorial because I really enjoyed making it. Let me know if you like these client tutorials, if you want me to keep doing them, or if you prefer them on myself. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.